Hey peeps, what's up? It's been a little while, so wanted to put out something, and still trying to get some stuff for some other topic videos, so they're not really too much of a waste of time. Anyway, this is gonna be about Dragon Ball Z. My thoughts on it. Now, this is one of possibly the first anime that I've ever seen. Back in like middle school, it was airing on Toonami, and I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. And even watching up to the end of Z, I still thought it was an awesome thing. But once it moved into other series, I realized how bad it is. The unnecessary length, things being dragged out, the lack of purpose, the lack of uniqueness with fights. Like seriously, and outside of the destructive potential the characters have, which you never even see to begin with, like they're supposed to be able to destroy freaking solar systems and universes like nothing, but this doesn't happen. Eventually the power scaling stops making sense. This is a completely worthless series. It's plot holes, plot devices, inconsistencies out the ass. And the more I realized it, the more I went from nostalgia to hating the series. And that hate just further increased once they came out with Super, which if you weren't already tired of the series from the excessive amount of unneeded games, like oh my god, I don't even know how many games there are. I should have probably looked it up for this. It's not really important. Yeah, I know there are a lot of Dragon Ball games and there's no purpose, no necessity for them, as many as there are. But then they came out with Battle of the Gods and Super, which continued to do the same thing, except why? It's like, oh, another villain comes and we have to transform again and again and again. There's just fucking no limit to it. There's no purpose. It's just seriously, this series is just for retarded people and adults who never grew up, aka man children. And at this point, I am actually ashamed. I am ashamed that I was a fan of this series because it's just fallen so far. Like if it could have just ended with Frieza, that would have been a fantastic series for me. It's shown and it's predictable, but at least it had self respect at that point. But it's embarrassing to be associated as a fan of the series and knowing that this is up there in popularity because they're still making content to sell because people are willing to buy this crap. But yeah, this is an over. Just so I don't go on ranting about how much I hate this series now, I'm gonna end the video here. Yeah, it's it's things like this which are saddened when they don't stop they don't stop coming out with content for something that was already good or great, and then eventually it loses focus or loses what it originally had, and you just don't like it anymore. And one final thing on that thought is when you almost everything that has a season one, you always have people who want season two, and even when things are concluded, when there's no point, everything was wrapped up. And then a season 2 comes out and people wonder why it sucks when there was never a necessity for it in the first place. And when it comes to this series, there were so many points where they could have just stopped it and there was never a reason to keep going. That yeah. In any case, that really is it for this one. Thanks for stopping by, and that's all.